So, Jack, I've had an idea.
Yeah. Have you? Good, because I feel like I've learned something as well today.
Have you
Figured
had some
something out.
ideas?
Bit of science,
So I've
maybe.
got an entrepreneurial idea.
Oh,
One of our
okay.
mates is like a coder, and
That's weird. That because my thing is about how I think people save money. So go on.
oh, sick. Well, this is
Yeah.
well, it's only entrepreneurial in the sense that we can sell it, but apart from that, like the people, I suppose you could use it for financial benefit. You could blackmail people and stuff. Basically, what I want to do, our mate's a coder, and he's like asking us for ideas of sort of ideas that he can like mess around with building apps and like use his various AI tools that he's fucking got to create prompts to draw from data to create apps.
Right.
So we were brainstorming some apps. There were some serious ones, and then there was some not so serious ones. This, I imagine, will be pretty simple. I want an app where you can basically just add whatever text you want to the redacted parts of the Epstein files,
Yeah, that's genius.
right? Because that's easy,
Yeah.
right? You just got to create it's just got to analyze where there's
Something
a
that
black
copies
block,
the font.
wherever
Yeah,
there's a
copies the
black block,
font and
yeah, and you just
yeah,
put whatever names in you want.
yeah. Or
That's a
whatever
lol
words.
for your mates, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's weird. This I was talking about an app idea I had today to someone, to one of my mates. Well, one of my mates I talked to. Who
That's
talks to me
mad
about
because
apps.
I've stuck you in the files today, so you're actually on little
Oh,
St James right
fantastic!
now,
You
getting a
didn't need to
massage
do
from a
that.
12-year-old.
You didn't need to do that
It's
for me.
what friends do.
I'd already put in the groundwork. I was already in them.
Oh,
Surprised I was redacted. Really.
really?
Yeah. I don't remember whose dick I had to suck to get redacted, but I'm glad I did.
Thing is that given like the proper weird shit they're into, I'm surprised you never sold anything to them.
I might have done and not known.
Because like they talk, like you see the artwork that was in some of the rooms and like some of the
Yeah.
sculptures and like there's no way like a fucking duck's head on a rat's
Hmm.
intestines as a body wouldn't be like out of their remit. You know what I mean?
Or even all the weird fake porn stuff I was making for a while until it
Oh
started
yeah,
getting me told off on TikTok.
yeah.
Like that you'd think they'd go for that.
That's
I'd
right
like
up
to
their
be able
street.
to figure out how to get them blown up to like 3 foot by 2 foot, but I don't know how to make the picture good enough. Because I'd like it on my living room wall just to piss off my missus, just to
Aye,
see how
that's
long it takes for her to notice.
So what's your fucking money saving idea?
Oh, the money saving idea.
Yeah.
It's more of a realization. I think vegans and vegetarians probably use less toilet roll.
Go on.
So you'll be happy to hear I've been trying to take into account my diet, right?
I've heard.
So yeah, I've been eating fruit,
I've heard makes it sound like I heard from
salad.
elsewhere. Like your lass rings me on the side to tell
Yeah.
me about you.
Yeah. He's eating nuts.
Yeah, oh God.
We've got through to him,
He's got fibre in
right?
his diet.
I've noticed that I'm not farting as much, which I miss. I do miss because you'd think they'd be more violent, but they're not. They're just less frequent, which is annoying.
Okay. Annoying is a fun, interesting term to use.
Oh, I love farting.
Annoyed by the lack of your own flatulence.
Yeah, like that was a big thing growing up. Like my mum and dad are big farters, and so am I. But now I'm thinking that's not a genetic thing. It's just poor diet, possibly.
Okay.
But so for the past 2 days, I've been having salads for dinner, like tomato, cucumber, lettuce, spring onion, celery, carrot, mango, chicken,
Be careful. Don't
chili.
go overboard too soon.
Oh, is that serious? Or
No. You just might
lime,
fucking combust from their health.
lime juice as well. Bit of lime zest and lemon zest on there. Lovely, right? Quite
Fantastic.
enjoying it. It's quite hard to eat it. Maybe I'm giving myself too much of it. And I'm eating seeds as well. Got some sunflower seeds. I've got some nuts as well.
You're
All
literally
different nuts.
feeding the stuff I've been feeding birds for the last 2 days.
Yeah. Oh, and I'm enjoying the nuts. Like sunflower seeds. Turns out they taste like soil, right? But I quite like it because of how sort of the mouthfeel of how they feel on your teeth.
Nah,
It's
I
nice.
can't get behind sunflower seeds, you know. Not a fucking
Handfuls
big
of them.
sunflower seed,
Put a
man.
big handful of them in your mouth and then panic that you're going to die from breathing them in.
Mint. I thought I
Yeah,
choked a duck
that's
today.
what I've been doing.
I thought
Did you?
I choked a duck with a Brazil nut today. It just
Brazil nut, they're pretty big, aren't they? Why are
no,
you
sorry,
into
not
ducks?
Brazil nuts. Fucking, it wasn't a fucking idiot. An almond. Two totally different
That's
nuts there.
still a hefty thing. Maybe chew that up for the duck.
I'd
Break it in half or
I'd
something.
snapped it in half already,
Have half for yourself, yeah.
but it went.
Cheeky half with a duck.
It had half a fucking almond. Went in the water and then it went upside down for just a little bit too long. I thought it wasn't going to come right itself back up.
Maybe
but it did.
Didn't like the taste. It's like, fucking get rid of this thing.
It didn't want to spit. It was being polite.
This is so dry.
It was being polite. It didn't want to spit it out in front of us, so it went right down underneath. He's like, fuck it, he brought bread yesterday. He might go back to bread if I fucking accept this.
Yeah, don't be posting videos online of you feeding bread to ducks because people will lose their fucking minds.
People do go mental, but I'll be honest, I've watched those ducks eat gravel, so bread's a fucking level up, you know what I mean?
Mixing it into the bag of seed, just chucking it down to them.
Right,
so back to my point.
No, carry on.
The lack of toilet roll. So I've just been to the toilet to do some dirty business and noticed, I was like, oh, bloody hell. Barely had to wipe it. Barely had to wipe earlier or yesterday or the other times I went yesterday. This is strange. Usually I'm a frequent flosser of my arse crack after a passing.
Flossing makes us think you do that thing that people do when they're taking a piss with a towel and like you'll roll it up and spit it out and then you'll literally floss it between your arse.
Well, that's the thing. That's how I save money on toilet roll. Just use the hand towel.
Right, yeah.
Give that a good go and stick it back on the rail. Just remember to use the left hand corner when I wipe my mouth after brushing my teeth.
Oh, you fucking horrible cunt.
So and I thought, this is mad this. And I did a little safety wipe, which I've done each time, and I'm surprised because you'd think it would make more mess because there's so much moisture going in. And it's not like I've got fat arse cheeks either as well for it to smear on. I am just like a hoop, man. Do you know what I mean? I don't know about yourself, but it's not like I'm having to clean the cheeks.
Right. The audience are getting a fucking lot here. This is... I'm glad this isn't a video fucking show, like. So you may as well just have your ring piece out at this point. I didn't... Because I think, right... It depends, because I reckon some vegans are just shitting liquid constant. Some. Like, if you're going too far and you're just on the pure, like, raw diet or liquidized diet, I reckon you're constantly just pissing out your ass. I reckon there's a... But then at the other end of the spectrum...
That's going to be dirty, don't it?
Yeah, but then at the other end of the spectrum, you've got... We know the frequent... The British breakfast, the full English breakfast lover, who by midday is absolutely destroying, dropping nuclear bombs in any toilet. And like you
filling
walk,
the hole.
And walking within like 25 metres of the vicinity of said toilet, you're affected. You know what I mean? Like, I work I'm in a martial arts gym. I mean, it's also a weightlifting gym. There are people putting away godly amounts of calories there and sharing the same toilet. And it is a war zone. There is certain days you could be taken to the Hague for just having that atmosphere allowed to exist in a confined environment.
Do you know what would be mad? If it turned out you were like Dexter taking little samples and writing people's names on the slides of...
Yeah, do you know what, Jack? That would be absolutely fucking batshit mental. What? Do you know what? What would be crazy, Jack? Yeah, do you know what would be crazy? If I had an entire Rolodex of glass slides with smears of shit from the people who come to my gym on them. Yeah, Jack, you know what? I think you're right. That would be a little bit fucking twisted.
What a surprise for the listener, though, there. Something we've agreed on.
Yeah, I'm not sure that is a surprise. Should we get on to some actual topics?
We can do.
We've got some bits of conspiracy. Oh, before we do, if you've loved this clean, family-friendly chat so far, the excitement continues on patreon.com/truth.
Look at this. Jimmy doing the shilling. Look at this. He used to laugh at me. You used to laugh at me when I'd do this.
Yeah, well, we need to buy new recording software because I don't know how much longer this is going to last after I've fucking basically held it together with tape. So if you'd like to join the fucking Patreon, it's £3 a fucking month. We do an extra episode every week. In fact, yeah, we do an extra episode. And you get double the fun for the price of less than a half a pint down here. That's pretty much it. Shall we move on to some actual topics?
For a month, yeah.
So, Jack.
Yeah, why not? Go on.
Do you want to pick a topic from the list? You got the same list as I. Oh, do you know? Before we do get into that,
I don't have the list visible.
all right.
So,
Well, before we get into this, right?
go on.
What's your? You think about one of your most pure. What's like one of the most pure pleasures you get in like your day to day taking the piss, or like tiny things you do that you always get a laugh at. Give you an example.
Go on.
I literally woke up last night to fucking write this cunt down. When any song or story or narration or film goes like, oh, it's the year 1976, I have to say no, it isn't. And there won't be a time in life where it won't fucking make us laugh. Never. It's never not funny to me.
I like looking at weird people's heads, and I'll be like, look at the head on that.
I also do that as well.
When you're walking round, or with my missus, I'll be like, this is a good one, this. And she knows exactly what I mean. She knows that means they've got a mint head.
Yeah.
And now she's obviously we've been together a long time. She's now at the point where she goes, you'll like their head, and I'll look, and she's never been wrong.
She's never wrong. That's love. That.
Yeah.
That
she's
is
like,
love.
He's gonna think that they're mental.
Aye.
Yeah, that's a pleasure in my life.
What
yeah.
I get, I don't know if it says a lot about me,
people.
is I get a lot of like the people closest to us will quite frequently say if I've not met someone, they'll be like, "You're going to hate them." And I'm like, "Yes, get in."
Yeah, I
That's
get
class.
That.
That.
Did you ever used to get told? I got told by other people that knew my friends that before they'd met me, they'd had a warning about me.
Aye. Like genuinely,
like, look, he's gonna upset you.
I'm sure I've mentioned this
it.
before that genuinely until last year, I'd never been invited to the wedding of a friend. I'd been explicitly banned from 2. That says something, right?
Yeah.
And it was just honesty.
My only friend's wedding, and then on the wedding day told him that I'll come to all of them.
Fantastic. Oh, fun.
Yeah, I thought that was a great bit, but not to say in front of his dad, his brother, and his mum, who paid for the wedding.
That's fucking class.
Yeah.
Okay, let's move on to some actual topics, because we've got some. Biohacking, you know of it, don't you? No, biohacking is. You're all about the biohacking.
Where you're trying to improve your body by doing different things to finesse your body, if you like.
Yeah. The people who are the tech heads, people like the cat sniffers, who are also into fucking. Well, how can we hack our bodies? We've been Linuxing fucking computers for years. We've been figuring out bits and bobs. How about we do it to ourselves? Like the bloke who's trying to fucking says that he's trying to keep like fucking in his teen years or in his 20s, and he's like fucking 50 odd.
Oh yeah,
he's trying to stay
yeah.
younger than his son and all that shit.
He measures his son's penis or whatever it is.
Probably, most likely.
I'm
not
sure.
going to dispute on that.
There's one of them that measures the son's sperm, or penis, or testicles, or something every other day. Which I don't know how that's ever going to make you feel better unless you already know that yours is like bigger than theirs. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah. Right. Yeah. Unless you're looking at your son's dick every day, just go ha.
Yeah.
Didn't inherit that gene.
I really want to be 25 and athletic and strong and sexy again. Let's have a look at my athletic, strong, young and sexy son with his tiny penis.
That makes me feel better.
Yeah, why? I don't. I can't. I don't even know if it's true. It's just something I've heard, and it just seems, but it feels true.
Well,
that's enough.
The biohackers are on some new shit. It's not fucking. It's not taking ashwagandha. It's not kratom. It's not fingerprint. It's not putting microchips in your fingers. It's edging.
Oh.
Biohackers are edging, bro. Yeah. Biohackers are gooning their way to health.
Just leaving the tip full of pre-cum.
Which is
like, I'm just going to leave that there. I'm going to reabsorb that.
What I like is they're like being no different to like what we would consider the epitome of like anti-health, like the grotty fucking cave dweller neckbeards who do now but wank all day. But their difference is, we just don't come. We do the same thing as you.
We're better than them. We've got discipline.
I'm doing it with some aloe vera essential oil going on in the background. I'm doing it on one of them Shakti rug things that's got the spikes that go in your back, so it's not really comfortable. We've got Whale Song playing. I'm obviously on ketamine, and I'm not coming.
And I'm gonna leave this room by walking across this trail of hot coals I've laid out across the carpet.
Yeah. No, I've not
before
done
the
it.
house burns
I've
down.
had my Indonesian servant do it for me.
No, your Taiwanese intern.
So forgot her. Duh. Sorry.
Yeah. Not the same thing, Jimmy.
Yeah, not the same thing. This is an environmentally friendly and ethically sound version. This is ethically sourced. So they reckon there's apparently benefits to this dopamine regulation. So orgasms cause like a large spike in dopamine,
restricting the good bit.
Yeah, so that's basically.
I would argue the whole point of a wank is for the end.
This is the
get
point.
It out. I need to get it out.
Yeah, it needs to leave. It needs to leave. Just go.
I don't need this in me.
Yeah.
I'd do anything to get rid of this. Look at what I'm looking at.
Then I can focus. God's sake.
Yeah. Then I can drive this bus safely.
Yeah, these kids need to get to school.
I need to teach them English. And they've been in here for 15 minutes. And I'll be honest, I am struggling because Clarence is eyeballing me.
And this video is in fucking Spanish because they're from Mexico. They're never going to learn English at this rate.
No, it's that Barnaby the Bear thing or whatever.
Barnaby the big party bear thing.
The thing where it teaches you a language.
Oh,
on
I'm
VHS.
thinking of the porn version though.
Anyway, Barnaby Bear. It's just Barnaby Bear, but bear spelt as in bear instead of bear as in raw.
Oh, it's gay.
Like,
right, okay.
It's
a big hairy gay man.
Yeah. Just called Barnaby. Yeah. Hi, I'm Barnaby, and I'm going to talk you through this edging session. Now, boys and girls, you're going to want to look out the window. Your teacher's about to take his cock out.
So, back to the fucking facts.
Well, no, suppose if you're only edging, you could just leave your dick down your trouser leg.
Yeah, well...
You don't need to get it out because you're not going to make a mess.
I suppose, I mean...
Got to be quite confident in your technique, though.
Yes, you got to have... Yeah, and also you got to make sure you're not wearing anything that chafes. So denim is not optimum, is it?
And learn how to do it without moving your shoulder so other people don't notice what you're doing.
I would imagine if you're into biohacking, you could probably have some sort of 3D print, some sort of like mechanical sheath that sits in your pocket, and then not only automatically...
There's your entrepreneurial idea.
It not only automatically masturbates you, but it also mines crypto somehow, I would imagine. Yeah, but anyway, so they reckon...
What if you could make it completely pointless so it tosses you off and also levels up your RuneScape character from when you was a kid?
That's not pointless. You could make a ton of money from that.
Oh.
Now, to the science, Jack.
Cool. Yes.
Orgasms cause a large dopamine spike, but then it's followed by a drop, which we obviously call post-nut or shame. One of the two. So biohackers believe that if you don't do the orgasm bit, you just build yourself up. The dopamine fucking is released, but there's no crash after. That's one excuse that they're using. Yeah. Honestly, no. Why are you wanking in the office, Tim? They're like, look, I need to hit these figures. I'm not going to hit them without dopamine. You know I'm quitting Red Bull for Lent. You know I've given up Red Bull. I have to wank. Don't worry, I'm not going to make a mess. I'm not going to come all over this fucking... I'm going to say car. I'm trying to think of some ethically sourced carpet. But it's fine. Don't worry about it. A bamboo carpet.
Nylon.
Oh, nylon, nylon. Very ethically sourced nylon. Sound. Lino.
Yeah.
I won't come on the lino. I won't come on the lino.
I won't come on the lino. I'm going to do it on the suede. Right? It'll never come out of the suede. So either I edge myself over the lino or I come on your suede. You pick. It's your choice.
What a threatening hostage situation.
Yeah. A real Sophie's choice.
They also reckon it could improve with engaging and relaxing the pelvic muscles to increase pelvic floor control.
I don't know, aren't they all just really wound up and on edge and tetchy?
I mean, also, you got to think, right? Would you want to work in a workplace where everyone's on the brink of coming at any point?
Where it all smells like... The whole room would smell like the seaside. It'd be fucking horrible.
HR must have a fucking nightmare. Everyone's constantly on the brink of just like, oh, one handshake and that's it. Just going to fucking shoot your load all over the desk. Can't go into any meetings.
No.
Everyone on Teams calls, and all you can hear in like just the distance is like just vibrators just going and then stopping and then going and then stopping.
Everyone's birthday cards are written in left hand, and no one knows what any of them says.
Yeah, do you reckon the biohackers are onto something then? Are we down with
Not
edging?
at all.
No?
Nah.
I
Come,
reckon,
get it over
yeah,
with.
I don't think that
And if you've got to come at work, do it, just discreetly into the plant pot or something.
No, I think my issue with it isn't that they're doing it, it's that they're trying to make essentially gooning like this positive and like beneficial thing where it should literally be reserved for lads who have dark rooms with a black light only that never get washed. There's Mountain Dew bottles.
Want a black light.
They do. They're proud of themselves to
see
see under the desk. They've got bottles of Mountain Dew full of piss. Like
Stalactites.
Those are the lads who take ownership of edging. You've got to fight them to take it off them. Biohackers can't just swan in there and try and take this image and be like, oh, this is what edges are now. We're really cool. Edging isn't that.
Yeah.
It's
Patrick
grotty.
Bateman
It's grotty.
of the wanking world. It is. But do you not think it's a possibility that somebody or a few people maybe got caught masturbating when they shouldn't have been and tried to explain it just off the cuff?
Oh yeah, this is
And
for performance.
the person listening, this is at peak performance.
Yeah,
Before I come, you want to hear me on the phone when I'm trying to sell pencils to people.
Did you
whilst I'm
hear when I
mid-masturbation.
closed that deal to sell that app where you could put fucking your mate's name in the redacted part of the Epstein documents? I closed that deal just on the fucking tip, on the verge of absolutely spraying this room left, right, and centre. Are you going to take that from us?
I've got an idea. Does the mic pick this up?
Oh, absolutely horribly so. Yeah, that's fucking
right.
ringing.
Lovely. Right, what you're going to do? You're going to give me a very brief sales pitch for a new phone.
Okay.
You can do that.
Okay.
Only 10, 20 seconds. Give us that pitch. Go on.
All right, this is the Xiaojing 24. Definitely no spyware in this phone. This phone, good. This phone definitely doesn't mind crypto. Don't worry about it. The camera is always on, but it has to be on because it improves performance. Don't worry about that either.
I don't know if I'm interested in this. Sorry, I think I'd be wasting your time. Right, now, give us that same pitch again.
All right. This is the Xiaojing.
As close to it.
Xiaojing 24. Is that, sir? Sir, excuse me.
No. This is you. This is your sound effect.
Oh, well, I'm doing that.
You're doing the sales, but you're the businessman.
Oh, right, of course, sir. This is the Xiaojing 24. Big tits coming in and out. It's got a camera. You can use it to take pictures of fannies.
Slowing down.
And then you can.
He's nearly
there. And then what you can. Oh, it's got Bluetooth as well. Oh, teeth. Oh, I can come all over these.
Second wind.
Oh, fucking. So
Wait,
you can.
I'm sorry. Are you masturbating down the phone to me?
Surely not. So I would never do that.
No,
This is a sales pitch.
You're not. Oh, I thought you was doing that biohack. I was going to say what a legend, but you've just lost yourself a sale there.
Oh.
I'm into biohacking personally. Do you know what I mean? I think that might be where it works.
Right. Okay.
Do you know what I
So
mean?
it's basically
like the guy on the other end of the phone hears that happening and goes, "What guy? Having cracking one out down the phone to me."
The equivalent of like someone over here and like you're into the Joe Rogan podcast, and they're like, "Right, we can be mates now."
Yeah.
Like, oh, you like Joe Rogan too?
I will let this guy sell me a phone. Yeah.
Yeah. You
because
like kettlebells.
I'm a paramedic and I masturbate on the job, and he's selling phones and he masturbates on the job as well. So we're like brothers. Brothers in arms. Brothers in hands.
Brothers in hands. Yeah. Right. Well, we smashed that. Biohacking. It's edging is for dirty people. But if there's two of you on a business call and you hear each other doing it, then it's a sign of kinship. Sound. All right. Next topic, Jack.
Okay. Well, let's stick with biology. Should we stick with biology? Makes sense.
Oh yeah. Why not? We're in the science mode.
Prospometamorphosia.
Fuck is that, Jack? Are you trying to do a Harry Potter spell on me?
It proves that I was right all those years ago. It proves that there's machines somewhere in the sky that we can't see that controls our perception. And science is now trying to explain away when that doesn't work for people.
Hit us with it, Jack.
So some people see people as elves or as
You haven't
demons
explained what this
or
is
as
first.
lizards. So that's what I just did there.
You
Some
haven't-
people
what you-
see people that look like lizards, elves, or
No, but-
demons.
yeah, but
It
you-
elongates the facial features of the face. Go on, you explain it then. How would you
No.
explain
What
this?
you did? So you said the term once. We talked about everything else
Well, I
for
can
2
repeat
minutes.
it for you.
Yeah, what you should probably do
Prospometamorphosis.
to put it in context, bloody bar is this.
Oh.
And this can result
Well-
in this for people. What you did was went straight to the
okay.
examples without cutting out the fucking major part, which is
So
that
okay,
it's a
okay, I can fix it. Let me
Thank you
fix it.
very much. Fuck, I'm never reading any of your scientific journals.
You do. It's just all full of spitting sounds all the way through.
Disregard.
yeah, just asterisks nonsense.
Yeah,
Not even any sentences.
I
just,
wrote this and I don't believe it.
Yeah, just my own name over and over again. Jack, spitting sound. Jack.
Citation.
Prospometamorphosia. What that does is the thing that I said earlier, and it's mental illness. Supposedly, it's called in air quote mental illness unquote. When realistically, it could just be the Industrial Revolution's educational system failing a person, if you like.
Essentially, it's like natural they live glasses.
Yes, exactly that.
Yeah.
So they can see the real creatures, but they might see it to everybody. They might just see it to certain people, which I think is very suspicious. If you're just random people suddenly look a bit demonic and a bit lizardish, and you're going, oh, well, that's weird. Normally Chinese people look like Chinese people, but you look like a demon, man. None of your family does, but you do. You didn't yesterday. Then you're like, right, okay, has he been replaced? Who knows, right? And now that links to a belief that lasted from the 5th century to the end of the 19th century, creeping, just edging into the 20th century.
Biohacking its way into the 20th century.
Changelings biohacking their way into the 20th century. They're so changelings. You know what a changeling is?
There's a film,
Is it?
and I'm sure it's Angelina Jolie from time ago. But explain for the audience.
That is a person who seems to have been replaced slowly by synthetics.
Yes, yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
She's not well.
Good casting.
She's not
Well,
well.
I don't know if
literally cast. Her
anybody's well
her face has been cast.
Yeah. I don't
Plasticine.
know if anyone's well that keeps doing stuff like that to themselves. Like same with tattoos, though. In my eyes, if you keep getting copious amounts of tattoos, like get a few, but as soon as you start being like, maybe my eyelids as well, and the rim of my nostrils, you're like, I think do you need to have a chat?
Yeah, most likely.
You're looking for someone to come up to you and go, "Are you all right, mate?"
Yeah, you sound.
Do you know what I mean? Like you're metaphorically sat on the edge of the railway bridge. I think at that point.
Yeah,
But
that's
just my
almost
point of
like
view.
that would
I have
almost be
quite
like
conservative views.
it's obviously someone who's that bothered about their own fucking body that they feel it's never complete or never in their own image, which would fit spot on with someone who was like. Who'd been created to put in a body like a clone, because it obviously doesn't feel like your body.
Soul
does it?
transference.
Yeah, and you're like, whoa, I shouldn't be in here. This isn't me.
Tesla.
This isn't me. So you're constantly trying to change
you've
it
got to
until it is.
imagine with soul transference, then there has got to be a soul that's been removed from the body that the one who's paying for it wanted to be in.
Yeah.
So you're suddenly like the mind of a 20-year-old in the body of an 85-year-old grandma.
Ooh.
I don't know. I don't know, dear. I just feel like I should be able to be sat edging. I'm like, no, Nan, I don't know what you're on about.
You
Shut
can't
up.
be doing that, man. You're at the bingo. 2
right,
and 3, 23.
2 and 3. Edge me, please. Sticking the dabbers up herself.
Well, I mean, that thing, she's probably clip won't feel out. She's been battering it for 60 years.
Yeah.
Probably
she's
hit that thing
just
with a sledgehammer.
Filling it with dabbers. Just all of them. Blue, green, red, yellow.
I hate to see, right?
Like,
there's a odd subreddit. There is a subreddit where it's literally just how people stick
dabbers in gilfs. r/dabbers in gilfs.
Not far off, mate. It's like sharpies in arseholes. It's like how many people showing off how many sharpies they can fit in their arse. Not gonna lie, I've had a
That's mint.
hilarious 2 minute scroll of that when it was like on a Ask Reddit things like what's the maddest subs I saw. It was like click and
Yeah.
impressive. Some people
It's
can fit
amazing that
a fucking
someone's
selection.
thought of that and they're not just going into something like anal insertions or something. They're like, no,
No,
it
that is
needs to be
definitely
a pen
also
and it
a
needs to be a
subreddit.
brand. No, I don't doubt that it is, but the fact that they've gone, it's got to be a pen and it's got to be a branded pen.
Of course.
You know what I mean? They're not just like, oh, pens in arses.
I mean, well, you wouldn't want it to be Bic, would you? Bic in butthole, because Bics are like almost hexagonal shape. I imagine that could be quite uncomfortable.
No, I don't know though, because you got them ridges. Like Salvador Dali said, everybody's got a different amount of ridges to their bumhole, innit? It varies in number, shape,
It's
and
like a
size and length
fingerprint,
of line.
innit? You can identify
yeah.
people by their arse. At least that's how I do it.
Yeah. That's how I know whose bike's whose.
Yeah.
Yeah, so that's what helps. But the pen might slit in perfectly into some people's. Really Cinderella the pen into a stranger's arsehole.
So we back to the lizards.
Yes. So changelings were a type of creature that existed from at least the what's it fucking called? I don't want to say olden times. It's like the Middle Ages, I guess, the 5th century onwards, Middle Ages. So in like feudal times, changelings existed as a creature that was not an elf, but not a gremlin, but it's a creature that comes and swaps out a human baby for one of their babies, which is basically the same as some of the alien stuff, some of the more like Gnostic beliefs of extra-dimensional entities. They're all the same thing. They're the thing that Aleister Crowley knew, Lamb, whatever. They're all basically a changeling. And I think that this woman and the other people that suffer from prosbometamorphosia are able to see the changelings, just like how people were used to. But then, weirdly, when the Industrial Revolution started to get its grip really on the educational system of Britain before the First World War, and teaching people how to work in factories and how to respond to the bell and stand up for authority and all these sort of things, there was a huge decline in changeling worry, changeling sightings, and they were changed over to something like mythology or whatever you'd want to call it, nonsense, or you would probably call it. But I think it's just very suspicious.
Not at all. You got the knockers and the knackers and the people in the mines. I was fucking on board on that episode. The lads in the mines getting their fucking signies delivered to them and shit like that. Do you reckon? So one or two things. Was it like smoke? Was it the changing atmosphere that maybe fucking reduced the sightings and reduced like our perception of them, or
possibly like they say lead did for America, where it made people more violent to be able to prime them for a war that they didn't really need to go to?
Or was it the goblins, the whatever that are bringing their changes through to this side? Didn't fancy the graft, didn't want them to do the graft. They were like, look, slave labour over there now. It's like sending your kid to fucking China, man. Didn't want to be gone in there. Can't send the change in there. Look, he wasn't meant for the factories. This one's an artist.
He was meant for the trees.
He's a theatre. Yeah. He's a theatre kid, man. Can't be sending him to the mill.
Maybe to the workhouses. Maybe just the exchange program where they were like, this isn't. We shouldn't be doing this now.
Have you researched to see if there was, during that time, during the Industrial Revolution, if there was maybe an uptake in changing appearances and sightings in undeveloped countries?
No, because changelings, as they are there, are more seen as very...
Not scum.
Britain. Very, whatever the word for very Britain-orientated would be.
Patriotic.
Nah, there's a word for it though. No, I don't want to say pagan. Fuck, man, what were they called? There was the Picts, there was the Celts, and there was something else.
Druids?
I think. Don't know if it's Druids, but that sort of like clannish kind of.
Right, okay.
For when it was around I think you want to. Oh, fuck, man. We used the term to describe
migrate
when the Nordic people came in. Yeah, I don't think it was a thing that spread across. There's sort of similar tellings across Western Europe spread into Eastern Europe, but it was a very British-centric thing. But there is stories of them in like Polish fiction and things like that as well.
So they emigrated to Poland during the Industrial Revolution. They did the reverse.
Yeah, like more of a European thing, but it's a very British monster, if you like. As far as I'm aware, I could be wrong.
Well, maybe that's what
But
we need. Maybe we need to bring them back, and that'll sort this goddamn country out, eh? Kick
yeah,
Keir
bring
Starmer
back
out and
British monsters.
bring the changelings back, eh? Less of these.
Yeah.
Why are we bothered about this Bigfoot and that? This is just America trying to sell us its fucking story again. We
We've
don't
got our
care.
own Bigfoots.
We've got our own shit, man.
Bring back the Woodwalls.
Aye. Bring back the knackers. The knockers. The lads who are down the
knockers.
mines.
Yeah.
Give them sarnies.
No
give
more,
them spam.
no more Tommy knockers. Yeah. Give them treats.
Give them spam. And
give
the
them
word was
canaries.
original.
What if the reason the canary used to die is because the knockers used to come and suck the soul out of it? And then people would be like, bloody hell, it's dangerous down here. And then science,
I bet they were probably like,
just describes it as gas.
First, they were probably like, we should stop sending like what is quite a rare bird down there. Could we not use a sparrow?
Yeah. We're importing these.
We have loads of sparrows.
That's a mad thing, actually, to think about that. We imported
No
the
one's ever
canaries
thought about that, have
to
they?
kill them in mines.
Yeah. Canaries aren't cheap, as far as I'm aware.
I think, well, they are now.
But you can catch a fucking sparrow or a crow.
Yeah, or a swan. Chuck a swan down.
Oh, that'd be... They deserve it, some swans.
They got tiny lungs on a canary or a sparrow. Swans, I would argue, their lungs much closer to our size than a sparrow's is to ours.
And what I'm thinking is if you sent a swan down, it would be back up before it died because of its lung capacity, but it'd be coughing, so you'd know. So if it come back and it was coughing and it was kicking off, you'd be like, right, we can reuse the swan.
It would take on all the coal dust as well. So now you can use it as a secret swan. Little sneaky one, just to hide in places.
Yeah, or you can use it as a ballet. Black swan, mate.
Yeah, make it dance and kiss other swans.
Yes. Yeah. I always make my swans kiss other swans. Otherwise,
I
can't biohack otherwise.
I like to try and make them think they're about to kiss each other, but then stop it.
So you're making the swans biohack as well.
Yeah,
there's a whole lot of biohacking going on.
Well, you want them to live longer in the mines, innit? Because what you really want is you want the gas detection to be wrong, so that more people die in the mines. Because then you can send more people down there and then gentrify the area easier with the people that you move in from the big cities.
I don't think at the start of like the Industrial Revolution that gentrifying was really a fucking term. You had to build the cities first before you could like gentrify them.
You come here gentrifying our
towns,
towns,
that's what I like to
killing
think
our swans.
Couple of fucking farmers out
bringing
there,
all
like,
these yellow birds.
Couple of fucking like they're wearing potato sacks as clothes. They're like these fucking gentrifiers.
Big thing of wheat in the teeth.
There's a family here just built. What's that? You made your house out of brick? Pfft, posh cunts. Why don't you use cow shit like everyone else?
Yeah, why don't you just dig a hole in the ground
Soon
and put leaves
we will
over
be
it?
able to afford a pint of piss weak ale. It used to cost me one piece of bronze. It's going to cost two now. Nightmare.
I used to capture all these sparrows and drown them in a pond.
Used to paint them yellow.
Take them down the hole.
Used to paint them yellow and sell them on.
I've got gold birds. Do you want a gold bird?
It's just as good as detecting.
A pint of piss weak ale used to cost me 3 gold birds.
Now it's 6.
Now I can't even let people die in a hole without people killing them.
I've had to start cutting the fucking yellow paint with lead. Now it's really angry. Got really angry.
All these canaries marching up and down with little tiny rifles.
We're off to Vietnam, but it's only 1898. We don't know what Vietnam is yet. Is it? It's actually called Vietnam yet? I'm not sure. They're fucking tracking you through your internet, bro.
They're listening.
And I don't mean your
to
cookies.
The walls.
I don't even mean your cookies, or I don't mean your microphone or your webcam. I might have discussed this on the show like years ago because I've known about this for a long. It's not exactly been secret, but what I'm talking about is Wi-Fi mapping, and I'll come to why it's relevant in a second. But Wi-Fi mapping is essentially using Wi-Fi signals to map an area and what is contained within an area. So
like a heartbeat scanner on COD.
A little bit, yeah, or radar or whatever. Like it uses frequencies to essentially give you an image of an environment. So I learnt about this when
instead of it being sonar, which is submersible sonar, sorry, it's whatever above ground sonar.
Right, okay, mate. Sick.
It's a boner.
Fantastic. Fantastic. Is that what you were actually coming to? Or did you just...
No, just stumbled over there.
Fucking disgusting.
Just a little meander, just where's this going?
So when I used to work for a fucking absolute hellhole of a telecommunications company that can't be mentioned, but it's not DD or FF, they would talk about fucking 5G and the future of like Wi-Fi and wireless technology and mapping, which was, it started with being able to map all the devices in a building that were on the same network, and then from there they would actually just be able to build an image of a house or a property, so they could do things like map dead spots, look for potential line-ins, shit like that. But obviously after they're constantly looking at what they can do next with it, and that would be creating an image of the complete building, or tracking where devices are most used at what time, where the person travels with those devices in an area, and then creating like an ideal, or almost building an image of what that person does with their fucking day just based from their devices in their house. Now, this has been a thing for a while. Obviously, companies like telecommunications companies, providers, and certainly the military have been...
I thought you were going to say interior decorators.
Oh, interior designers have been using this for a while to find out where to put skirting boards to maximise 5G so they can hack our brains.
Should we bring back open plan?
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
Is Lawrence Llewellyn-Bowen a member of the Illuminati? We don't know. Does Charlie Dimmock, has she ever been seen in the same room as Alex Jones? I'm just putting those questions to you.
Suggesting they're the same person then?
Quite possibly, yes.
Yeah.
Charlie Dimmock, Alex Jones.
It's always a possibility.
Yep. So this has existed for a while, but now there is an open source software that allows you to utilize Wi-Fi mapping. It's now available. So anyone, I don't know if I imagine it costs money. I don't know why you'd sell that for free when there's probably a fortune to be made. But you can purchase, download, utilize software that allows you to map environments based on Wi-Fi and the connections and things that are connected to that network.
So linking back to the very start of the episode where you were trying to come up with app ideas,
yeah.
What about an app then that you pay for this app, and that app tells you how much of the floor you've covered in edging? So like you've edged here,
where your edge spots are. Your edge cold spots and hot spots.
And then maybe you get little rewards or ribbons at the end of the month if you manage to fill more places in the chart that it makes of the graph.
Or maybe it can help provide you this is where you would get your best connection, where you can scroll without any buffering. Don't edge in that corner over there.
Where you can really focus your chakra because the sunlight comes through this window here, which helps you get more dopamine.
Yeah.
Because you appeal to everybody, the science and the holistic people.
You can sun your perineum whilst biohacking at the same time.
What's the perineum?
Your gooch. You know, when people fucking...
Oh.
Put their gooch in the sun and solar charge themselves from the gooch.
Do they?
Mate, another biohacking thing, bro. You're behind on this, aren't you? I know you're just changing your diet. This is the thing. You're at the changing your diet level of biohacking.
I'll give it a go tomorrow morning and report
I'm out
back.
there on the balcony. I've got so many fucking complaints. Just there, sunning me fucking gooch. I'm biohacking.
You normally do this at 8:15. You didn't start doing this till 9:15 today. That's like the complaints you'd be getting.
I'm like, well, the kids are back to school, man. I've got to fucking do it when they're at school. I can't do it when they're fucking not.
I've got to do it when they're walking past.
Don't worry, it won't hit him because I'm biohacking. There is nothing that can hit it with. No. There's no ammo. It's blanks. Not even blanks. It's just a little pop that comes out the end of the fake gun.
Yeah. It's just a little thing that like a little flag that comes out that says jizz.
Yeah. So you can track things. We can just create images of people through their houses, mate. People, if someone is watching you, imagine that where there's your site instead of having that site. Do you remember back in the day when you could just remote view people's webcams that were on unsecured networks?
No,
you don't remember those sites back in the day. So sort of early-ish internet. like when I was fucking on
This is mental.
miniclip.com back in science and stuff like that, and on rotten.com on the IT computers. You could also find websites that had literally just, it was just a bit like sort of Omegle or the other chat sites where you just click next, and it brings up a different camera. But these were just random fucking cameras on unsecured networks. So you could be like CCTV of someone's garage, fucking outside a shop, but then someone's baby monitor. Because at the time, obviously, security was so lax. It was weird as fuck. But you just go through like loads of different fucking cameras. Now, we can have
I remember something called like Gnome Watch, which was like a fake night vision thing of gnomes, or a real night vision thing of gnomes just in a garden.
Yeah, why are you considering it's... This is you, Jack. Why do you think it's fake? Surely Gnome Watch is real to you.
Because I can't remember if it was a cartoon or not. That's what I mean by real or not. I just used to go on that a lot and have a look. It never changed.
So with those all dying out and like all those like face-to-face sites that you used to use back in the day where you just fucking see other people and there's always blokes wanking when you go on fucking Omegle and shit like that. We can replace that where you just click next and you just see a random Wi-Fi map of someone's house. That's great. You just get to see like a digital version of inside random people's houses with their unsecured networks.
But without actually seeing anything.
The people. Yeah. You could, I mean, if you're a burglar.
Imagine if that's how you find the changelings. What if the changelings are visible through this because you're seeing them through a different ethereal field, the electromagnetic field? So they're visible in it.
That's a fucking...
So we can actually find these other creatures, the extra dimensional entities.
Aye, I reckon they're... Do you reckon that's why... Do you reckon they're the ones behind the 5G is evil? Because that's why. Because it exposes them.
Yeah. Once they get to 7, they'll see us.
Yeah.
The 7 senses. Once they've activated the 6th and 7th sense,
we're fucked.
They'll see us all. Yeah.
That's a possibility. Maybe that's why... Yeah, I mean, I'm not a fan of Wi-Fi mapping. Well, no. I mean,
don't like the idea of it. I mean, as a deeply paranoid individual, I do not like the idea of someone being able to have a mooch around my house.
What I would like is to post a lot of links concerning this onto like gang stalkers subreddits. That can only go
Your
well.
rooters coming for you.
And then start just posting like random
AI-generated things of generic houses.
Yeah, and then put it in, and you know everyone's going to be, that's my fucking house, that. I know that's my house. That's
I have my telly there. Yeah.
Well, we know what we're going to be doing for the rest of the week.
Yeah.
Biohacking whilst I'm posting gang stalkers. Yeah, we can help you out with this if you pay us £3 a month.
Just have a listen to this episode. It's free.
We'll tell you all about it. We'll solve it. What else we got going on, Jack? I know what we got going on, which is probably going to take up the rest of the show.
Lovely.
We're gonna, because this is also something you can bring in, bring a lot to the table.
Oh, then before we get to that, what about this amputee killer?
Mint, eh?
Yeah,
mint.
Madness.
Right, I'm just gonna put it out there. Between this fella and Oscar Pistorius, are amputees the most violent group of people of all time?
Well, there's a big contention on the internet about using statistics to try and prove who commits what crimes, so I wouldn't like to comment on it in a public episode.
Because I'm thinking, I don't know that many amputees, but now, like a large percentage of the ones I'm aware of are murderers.
Yeah, you're crossing over the road, aren't you, if you see them?
Yeah. I don't want them to run over me with their wheels.
And when they're hanging round in street corners together.
I don't know what they're hanging by. This one can't be hanging by anything. He was a complete nugget.
Look at him. And they're all just like dropping things on the floor. And like, they're all fingers and thumbs, and people like, you can't say that about.
No, they're not. They haven't got any of those things. They're a head above everyone else. They're just a head, pretty much.
Yeah, that's it. That's all they've got. What do you mean?
Head, shoulders.
I remember them when they were down here.
Now he's just about... Well, he's still down there, but he's a bit higher. To give people a bit of context...
I remember him when he was up here.
We put him on the counter one day. No one took him down. He really hated that.
Because you've got to assume if they're an amputee, they've lost it at some point.
Yeah.
I would argue that an amputee isn't born without the rest of their limbs. Because it's got to have had it amputated.
Oh.
So there must be a word for people that are born with half an arm. Half would be the...
Yeah, it would be obviously.
But
obviously, of course it would.
Yeah.
This chap, to give people an image, not Pistorius. Yeah. Pistorius, to his credit, which it's a bit weird thing to say, was he had his hands. So when he committed his murder, he was very much capable of doing so. He was from a seated position. His amputated legs weren't in the equation. He shot through a toilet, which, first off, that's...
Through a toilet door.
Yeah, but
he didn't stick his hand down the bowl and just start spraying.
Very disrespectful to shoot someone in the toilet, I reckon. I don't like that. I think that...
You're using too much toilet paper. Eat more vegetables.
And also, he obviously... His legs weren't a problem. This bloke, full nugget.
Yeah.
Arms off at the elbows, legs off at the knees, shot someone. Whilst driving. Shot someone whilst driving, drove off with the body. Told his mates who were also...
Were they in the car together?
Told his mates in the car to dump the body out. His mates were like, what the fuck?
I'm having no hand in this.
You're a nugget who's just shot in this. I'm going to do something you can't do and run away. And he drove off with the body and ended up in a police chase. Where are you going to put the fucking handcuffs for a start?
Yeah. Maybe could they just use one of them things, that you tie a dressing gown up with?
What, a tie?
Yeah, just loop that round him and be like, right, I'm going to lift you up now.
You imagine you could probably just
put a murderous backpack.
Put a big bucket over him like you would with like a rat or something.
Find the armless. Where is he? Where is he?
3 of them. Three large, I would imagine like the sort of industrial size condiment buckets.
No ash bin cans. The old fashioned, don't put any hot ash in here, bin cans. All with 3 holes cut out the back of them.
Yeah.
Find the man. Find the armless man. Where is he? This one? No.
Is it the one that's screaming and letting off shots, by the way? No, ignore that one. So amputees...
Yeah, just 2 plastic bins and 1 bulletproof one.
Not to be trusted.
Yeah, that's it. It's a strong statement, but it seems that way from the statistics that have been shown.
This is it. All I'm doing, I am being Ben Shapiro and Nick Fuentes and them here. I'm just facts, not feelings. That's they're angry individuals. I would be, to be fair. Can't wank. Can't biohack.
No shoulder to cry on.
No, that's all he's got is the shoulder to cry on. I ain't got a leg to stand on though. Oh fucking hell, man. See, the thing is, you would have thought we were punching down. I mean, you would be punching down, wouldn't you? In all honesty, but you'd think we were punching down from this. But they are murderers,
he's achieved more than us as well. Oscar was good at his sport.
He was a quick
This
runner.
fella could multitask.
This fella could shoot, have friends, and drive.
Yeah. I can drive.
I could do one of them things. We've got truth seeking, distrust of amputees. Perhaps they're all changelings.
Oh.
So we're going to move on to this will take us out. So I don't know if people's algorithms are like ours.
I hope so. I also hope not as well, because then this will be a huge thing for them where they'll be like, what?
So Instagram and
wait. If you're listening to this and you know what the link is between a can of White Monster and Charlie Kirk, you might as well skip the next 20 minutes. If you think hearing that and going, what? then
Strap
Jimmy's
in.
going to now explain. Yeah.
So, if you've got a spicy fucking Instagram or TikTok algorithm, which is what I would like to fucking, at very best, that's what I'd like to call mine.
Yeah, yeah.
You get
Considering you still want proper gainful employment, yeah, that's the best word you could use.
it's the most safe word, aye.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Aye. You might fucking have noticed there's an uptake in. I mean, it's always been there since the days of fucking 4chan, since the days of fucking Rotten and Something Awful. There's always been like extremist content in meme format. The Pepe for
Yeah.
the frog shit, all of that stuff. But obviously, like the deep fried memes of yesteryear, memes evolve and get a bit fucking mad and turn into what we like to call today brain rot or schizo posting. But we've reached this sort of era, and what makes this more interesting is like, especially since all this like shit in the Epstein files showing about how they could have had a hand in slash poll in from 4chan and Reddit, and they could have essentially been contributing to this whole digital mindfuck of society over the last however many years, and could have had a hand in causing a divide, furthering a divide, but in a sense through the likes of memes and meme culture and shit
Utter
posting.
nonsense.
Yeah, shit posting and absolute just fucking brain draining bollocks. That's gone on forever, but we're in a sort of era where has it reached its peak? I don't know. It's got batshit. So you might be someone who sees the odd fucking Hitler meme, but it's not just a Hitler meme. It's like it's got fucking hard style in the background. He's dancing. He's bobbing his head. Like it's almost made out to be fun and funny.
And then there's the I can never remember his fucking name, but the character's called George Droid.
Oh, you mean George Floyd shit? Yeah, all the George Floyd
that's it.
memes.
Yeah.
They all have an element where you're like, this looks at a cheap attempt to be funny and almost just like offensive on the surface, but then
But it's
underneath,
like it's kind of aimed at people that were born in the 1970s.
a
and
little
grew
bit,
up
yeah, no, but also
until
it's
the end of
aimed
the
at
1980s.
it's also
whatever.
aimed at younger people and trying to get them involved in older theories and thoughts,
yeah.
but with new. It's like blokes from the fucking 70s and 80s being
Yeah.
like, "How can I get my ideas across? What do the youth like?" And then they just
Just
look at
hammered at home,
they
laughing
look
to
at
themselves.
they just look at three fucking memes and go, "I understand people now." That's it. Well, the white supremacy ones have gone in a mad direction.
Yeah. But I don't think until I had it pointed out to me that a lot of it's to do with white supremacy, I didn't notice that.
But that is
It
partly your
doesn't. To
part
me,
of that
it
is your
doesn't feel
cultural.
like it.
Yeah, but
'cause
part of that
it's-
is your cultural and political naivety. And
think?
social naivety. Like you're not in circles where you actually see people that just this resonates with somewhat. Do you know what I mean?
See, that's what I don't get. I don't get how you can't just look at it and go, "Ah, this is
Yeah,
mental."
I know. But I'm the same with like loads of fucking shit that you talk about when you bring up Ike and stuff.
Yeah.
But even then, I see that like even a lot of the time, then you reference that ironically or with an element of humor. But I also see people sharing that shit very earnestly, unironically, and it's usually people who have a lesser level of understanding of the whole situation. It's just surface knowledge, and they're going, yeah, spot on. That resonates with what I'm thinking right now because I haven't thought about anything, so I'm gonna fucking share that shit. This stuff is like it reaches people on all those levels because you've got the sheer schizo posting and shit posting take of it, where you're like, whoa, flashy things, and there's George Floyd as a fucking robot, as RoboCop, and what the fuck, Hitler's in a tracksuit, and like, oh, what's Yakub doing here? Praise be upon him. He comes into this, which is great. Love that. Like, not a whole fan of what's going on, but love that praise be upon him is mentioned.
Ashtar as well.
Yeah, a lot, which you're going to explain a bit of, actually. So, what I'm getting at is the rise in memes concerning Agartha,
Okay.
and it comes from,
Also known as the Hollow Earth.
yeah, but more.
But not
But hang
just
on, hang on, hang
completely
on. Yeah,
ignoring any of
before
the
you get to
hokey
that,
side of it.
before you get to
Okay.
that, don't, because you're going to
Okay.
jump ahead into the just the actual talk of
Yeah.
Agartha as this fucking
Yeah.
alternate theory, rather
Real
than,
thing.
yeah,
Oh.
rather than a concept of this utopia of white culture, of like white supremacy.
Yeah.
But in a way that, like, it's not just the blonde haired, blue eyed people. It's like a purer place of like ethics and morals, and it's where everyone's there to succeed, and everyone will go on like a bit like Valhalla, sort of, in a way, but just for white people rather than warriors.
The race thing really has been shoehorned in the past sort of 5 or so years, though.
Yeah, to a degree, but that's because, yeah, but
Shoehorned
no,
in.
but that is because there were references to it from the Nazis,
There's references to it
from the
from
Russians of like
stuff.
the early 1900s as well.
Yeah,
Because the
yeah. And
Russians in like
before
19,
then,
the
and
Russians in, I
long
sent you that
before then.
video that like the Russians in like 1922 had an expedition to try and find Agartha,
Yeah, yeah.
and I
Well,
believe the
you've
Nazis
got
did it too.
yeah, and there was that thing that was supposedly funded by Disney to one of the poles with Admiral Byrd,
Yeah,
where he saw the entrance to the Hollow Earth with the mammoths and the tree lines and stuff. He flew over it whilst his compass went mental, he says.
yep.
So there's
But
that and it doesn't. That's the thing. That's what's annoying about it. I think by being like, oh, if you think about this, you're racist. Nobody wants to be racist. Nobody wants to be horrible to people. Nobody wants to be thought of as racist or thought of as horrible to people. So by tying this into that, they'll go, oh, I don't want to know about this. I don't want to learn about this. I think this is racist because I've been told it is.
yeah,
And
that's an unfortunate.
it's like they've purposely added these bits in because all Agartha was is just it's like the fifth like so it's the element of what's called a root race. So there's like the 6 or 7 root races you want to call them. So one of them being Aryans, one being Hyperboreans.
Which
There's
is
ones
also
ahead
brought.
of
Obviously,
their
that's also sort of
Hyperboreans were
synonymous.
before Aryans.
Yeah, but it's also
It's
so Hyperborea is considered sort of
connected, but not
synonymous with,
synonymous.
yeah, as I said, considered synonymous with Agartha, with these people. I'm not talking about your breakdown. This is why you're here. You're going to give us
Okay.
the actual sort of theoretical and like historical interpretation, but I'm given right now a reference, like what the memes are referencing, which is like
Yeah.
the idea of Hyperborea and Agartha, which obviously you've seen a lot of in the last few years, but again, these theories have circulated on 4chan and that for fucking years, and they were spread by 4chan, and like they were fucking put into the public sphere a lot more on the internet because of forums and shit like that. And this is where you get that tie, and they're not thinking. This is the problem, Jack. This is the problem with them white supremacists. Is they're not thinking of just the good old enjoyers of alternative law like you. They're not thinking, how's this man
How can
gonna
we
think?
use this to spread our message of hatred?
Yeah, they're not thinking of you out there.
They
just
don't think
wanting
they
to know
don't think
about,
to do it in witty remarks and podcasts like we have.
nah, cunts.
Ah, yeah,
Yeah, right. They just want
just use
flags and winning
misinformation.
badges.
yeah.
But there's a lot of, like I said, Yakub mentioned, which is tied in again to Agartha
Which
and
I
Hyperborea.
would also say that's a relatively new addition as well to start chucking him in there. It is. There's the elements of it, but to add him into there is this for what I understand what it is you're describing. I'm not being purposely contrarian.
No, I know you're not.
I understand that it's been commandeered,
Yes.
if you like.
Yeah, that's exactly what's
by,
happened.
Like white supremacists, if you like, or so-called white supremacists, which even then I don't really think it has. I think it's just being tied to it so people won't look at alternative histories and then they won't find out that dinosaurs
You've
weren't
got
real
it.
and all
No,
the
I
other
think
stuff.
you've got that all wrong. I don't. I don't think. No, it's not been done to discredit Agartha and that sort of side of theory or history. It's they haven't considered that's what it does because they don't care.
Oh.
It's not about that. It's about all these things are loosely tied to my idea of this is fucking a message for white people. This is white boys back on the rise. That's
Yeah,
all it
which
is.
is
It's
a
just
mental
references.
message.
Because if you think about it, right, in even mentioning and using Yakub, it has to be used in a meme sense because Yakub is a concept from the Nation of Islam, which is something surely white supremacists wouldn't be down with. It's there to make fun of. Yakub's like inclusion in anything is sort of an instant signifier that like, oh, we're sort of taking the piss here and we're throwing the memes at you just to be like white boys on top. It's just the end goal.
Right. Okay.
Like everything else is just the means to the end. And like I say,
Okay.
it's all meme references. It's not actual historical. Because in any of the TikToks or Instagram reels that I'm talking about, have you ever actually seen any explanation of Agartha or Hyperborea? It's not about that. It's just about showing the images and showing the concept.
Yeah, all of these,
Just so it gets drilled into your head.
There's a story though that runs through them all, but you've got no idea what the audience is supposed to watch any of it.
Yeah, and there's usually it's usually playing the drum and bass version of Men at Work. I Come From a Land Down Under. It's always playing that, which I think is,
and it has been for a while as well.
And I don't understand. It's either just a random choice because that song is popular and it's all white blokes, or it's a great reference to a land down under.
Yeah.
But part of me thinks it's not that intelligent. Part of me thinks people haven't thought about.
That's probably the smartest thing about it.
Yeah, maybe, yeah. So,
because the rest of it, they've just ruined a lot of things.
I want Agartha, Hyperborea, and the fucking the bloke who's included the images with Yakub and Hitler. You know the meme. It's you've got fucking Logan Paul as Hitler or a Nazi. You've got fucking Yakub there, and then there's the third mush, the blonde-haired, blue-eyed fella, who I think is taken from another cult, right?
Yeah, something universe people or people of the universe. But it's also
it's
just
Universal Studios. It's the cult of Universal Studios, the film producers and that.
Ashtar is basically a simple depiction of what would be classed as probably a Pleiadian type of alien, which is essentially your Aryan race in a way for what's described as Aryan, blonde hair, blue eyes. Also Venusian as well. They're blonde hair, blue-eyed aliens, supposedly, like Valiant Thor and things like that. They were supposed to have blue eyes, and that he was. But I don't know much about him in terms of that cult. I just know that it was used with the cult. But the Pleiadians are supposed to be like on the side of good and right and helping guide us into the Galactic Federation without us falling for the traps of the Draconians and the Lizards. They're like a constant war with them in alien lore. So it brings in alien lore there. Then you've got Agartha and Hyperborea, which are linked to Aryans in the sense of Agartha would be a later root race, I think, whereas Aryans are the previous root race, and then Hyperboreans are a root race before them. If you quickly Google their 7 root races...
No, we'll leave that up to the audience. Fuck that.
Okay, I might be wrong. But that links to that brings them together, which is, from my memory, it's ages since I've done all my fucking Hollow Earth research, but... So, from memory, let me get there. I'm trying to put it
Jack
in a way
acting as if he wouldn't probably be considered an expert on this subject in most fucking fields.
Well, to a layman, maybe.
That's what I mean.
The root races, if you like, I think the best way to describe them would be they're the leftovers. They're the Hopi's ant people, I guess, or they're what the Hopi would consider the leftovers of... Not in like a derogatory sense of leftovers. They're just like the surviving people that survived the last cataclysm, the last what does the fucking Hopi call it? Concha? Kachina? Maybe Kachina. The colour of Kachina, blue or red or something.
Yeah.
And then I think, and so that's like the end of the world, and then something comes from a time before or from a thing out of time, preserves a bunch of people, and then time's allowed to happen again, and civilization's allowed to continue again. That's part of the belief of like the root races, and like the Aryans, I think, were the ones that were the most recent ones that were sort of saved, if you like. And then before that would have been the Hyperboreans, who were more like maybe more like the Ajiji kind of thing, like the giants that were supposedly created by the Anunnaki. I'm really blurring the lines between. I'm trying to explain things in terms that we've used
It's
before,
fine.
but they're not all actually linked
Because
together.
the thing
like
is,
that.
like we're discussing how things have been shoehorned in, and these are sort
Yeah.
of there to discredit Agartha. It's not because.
So ironically, I'm
but if-
shoehorning loads of other things in to help
what I'm
explain
trying
it
to say
away.
is like the thing you're saying so far is already against like the idea of Yakub and the creation of man. So like they're all these ideas that they're
in a
bringing
way,
together
yeah.
in their theories are at loggerheads with each other, which shows that like they're not subscribing to the theories of these people. They're just icons to use for meme benefit because they
Yeah.
resonate with people, but it's those actual icons. It's not the meanings of those icons themselves, but it's what they represent as a group together.
And by
The
putting them all
collective
together,
group.
it's
Yes.
also good rage bait as well, because
Fantastic.
it's going to piss everybody off that knows anything about it. So it gets you your
Yeah.
engagement.
Yeah.
It's just a social media post. Instead of it even being adding in the element of it's white supremacy, might even be further rage bait just to get more comments.
Oh,
far
mate.
more interaction
100%. Like
without it even needing to be anything to do with white supremacy.
yes, there is an equal amount of like, is this content being put out to sway people in some sort of sense, or is it there purely for engagement to get clicks to get money? Because either way it works.
Which I think it's. I would argue it's just for clicks and money, and it's just fucking batshit mental stuff.
I reckon it's probably both.
And I reckon it probably
Because the
started
reason
with one
being-
guy doing it,
because
and
every
probably
time-
made a good narrative, which was daft or weird.
No,
and then other
because
people
every
just
time
latched onto it.
something like this happens and we go, yeah, but this was just done to make money. It then turns out years later that it was done to fucking subvert us somehow. That there was some sort of subversion tactics. So like,
Quick, they can see the entrance. They can see the entrance to Agartha. Make them think it's nonsense.
put your cube on the fucking tick to play. I don't come from a land down under. Put George Floyd with the white monster. Where's Charlie Kirk?
Make them sing it live. Make them sing it for us now. Just all these old fellas just
So what we're
trying to sing it to the speed of drum and bass.
So Agartha was a bit like it was sought after by different groups of people over the years. There have been expeditions to try and find like Hyperborea and Agartha. The
It
Russians
was
were trying to
definitely
find
believed
Hyperborea.
in for a very long time.
Yeah. And then these, just because these certain groups have believed in it, that's why I'm going to loosely call them artists, the people who create these masterpieces of fucking brain rot have used them as these autistic cunts have used them to make videos because it's. I don't want to use the term dog whistle because it's a proper wet term that's usually used by fucking divvies.
See, again, I don't think it is a dog whistle. I think it's an amalgamation of things, and then they've also gone along and gone, if we tell everyone this is racist, this is going to really piss off all the girls with purple hair.
Nah, don't.
They love being on social media.
I think there's because a load of them won't even see that shit, mate. It's us who see that shit.
Yeah,
it's us. So like some of it is obviously with a sense of irony. It's like, haha, we've done a thing that's, if you put two and two together, this is very stupid, but it's also a little bit borderline. But then there is definitely a side of this where maybe not the original cause was to create or to show some sort of, I don't even want to say show solidarity, but to show people that there are like-minded people out there who believe in maybe the same things as you do, whatever those things may be, whether it's just light mockery or hatred, because you do see it in the fucking comments.
Maybe that's why they've had to do it, though, because they've gotten rid of sites which would historically be used for, we're told, would be used for spreading this sort of thing, like bitch.
Nah, man, I'm still on Stormfront. No, I don't know if the extremely racist publication Stormfront still has a website. I would imagine
Just check
it's
your login. Go on, wait. We'll wait. Just check your login again.
jackdevaney@gmail.com.
You sent me a message on there this morning.
Well, I've been using your account for ages, mate, because you've been a
Oh,
member
that's
for
why it
15
comes
years, so you get a handout
Hey, I'm not
for free.
I'm not a member. I'm a prime contributor.
You're a gold star poster, it says at the top. It says
Yeah,
your name's Grand Wizard World Around You on there. It's Grand Wizard Around You. That's fucking around you, but not around them. Arrgh! That's what your username is on there.
Yeah. At world around,
It's
not them.
your profile picture is a duck on a rat's ass with a white fucking hood on. I've seen it.
With the OK sign in the corner.
Yeah. So, the memes, the Agartha memes. Agartha's sound. Don't let Agartha be taken by the racists.
No. Go and learn about it. It's fascinating.
Go.
It is
There's no ice.
Go there.
There's no ice left. I don't know if we've been talking about it for the last
Just
few weeks.
swim there.
There's no ice anymore. Take a trip. Get one of them fellas in Venice on the gondolas. Get him to fucking row you up to Agartha. You can go and see fucking Yakub. He won't be there, but he'll be about.
Yeah.
He'll be marvelling at what happened.
The essence of him.
Praise be upon
feel
him.
it. Yeah, you could feel the. What does the word effervescence mean? 'Cause it's a mint word.
Take me up inside, can't wake up. Get me up, it save me. Them. Oh, evanescence. No, effervescence is like fucking. Oh, how best to describe it?
Like a vibe.
It's like bubbly, innit? It's like bubbly. Like effervescent is like lively. Like if you've got enthusiasm for something, you're effervescent. Or if like
effervescent for Agartha.
effervescence is if something is effervescent, it gives off, it fizzes.
Oh,
It's like sparkling water is effervescent.
yeah. Like the thing you drink before you see the things
I would
from
imagine
Agartha.
your cum after 2 weeks of biohacking would be effervescent.
Yeah.
And that is a fucking callback.
It is.
Patreon.com/truthseeking.
We're off for a biohack.
We're going to go and biohack each other whilst we do look at Agartha memes. And then I'm going to Wi-Fi map my neighbours. Patreon.com/truthseeking. I'm going to use the money to buy better recording software. I promise. So join.